name is Madisen, and this is my testimony. Okay, so today's video, I said my last name. Just realized I said my last name. I'm cutting that out, so yeah. I'm going to be talking about my testimony because I want to be a new YouTuber, and I feel like I've had this account for a while, and I've posted like miscellaneous stuff. Like I haven't even posted like a real video yet, so that's what I'm doing now. So let's get into it. Okay, starting with my early childhood to age 9, I was a Christian. I've been born in the church. My parents, they come from Christian backgrounds. They both grown up in the church. That stuff, all of that, this, that, and the third, right? So I've grown up in the church my whole life. So, you know, all of elementary school, basically all of elementary school except 5th grade, I've grown up in the church. And I like I really did. I believed everything I heard in the Bible. I did. Like, cause you know how how Jesus says, have faith like a little child? I was that little child that he was talking about. Yeah. Perfectly, I was okay. I was wanting to spread the gospel too. Like, I actually did, like, 2 times. Um, Accidentally, well, I didn't really accidentally, but I did conform it to somebody else's views, which was not good. Don't do that. I believed with my whole heart, even though I got God and Jesus confused. I believed in them wholeheartedly. I believed in the Holy Trinity. I didn't really understand it, but I believed in the Bible and I believed in Jesus. And now, 10, like 9, 10-ish to about 13, 12-ish, I was in the world, very much in the world. It started when I was in 5th grade, and I had a friend, and she like told me about all this random stuff, like all this stuff, like all this worldly, fleshly stuff, and I thought it was cool. I was like, oh, I never know that could happen. Oh my gosh, like, because when I was younger, I was like, no, that's crazy. Like, that doesn't make any sense because the Bible says da 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 da, right? No, all of that got thrown out the window. You know, when you start getting older and you start questioning things, right? You start questioning things more. So I was definitely questioning things. I was questioning, like, where do you go after you die, da 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 da, existential stuff. So I was actually like, I was introduced to like lust. And like any type of lust you can think about, I was exposed to it. I'm not saying that I participated in it, not saying that I was assaulted, no. But I found out and I learned about it, except one thing. But I'm not going to talk about it because I feel like that's just inappropriate to talk about. So I was introduced to that, and I wanted to be a part of what other people are a part of. As you know, LGBT community, I wanted to be a part of it. But then I was like, once I got into middle school, I was like, I'm not. I was like, well, once COVID was over, because COVID started when I was in 5th grade. Yeah, I started when I was in 5th grade. So I actually learned all about a lot of the stuff in 4th grade. But like, yeah, COVID started in 5th grade, and that's when I had like full access to the internet. You know, everything was on the internet, so I could see anything I wanted to see. So I was exposed to a lot of that stuff and wanted to be a part of it. But I realized once I was exposed to other people, I realized like that this is not my reality and it's not who I am. Once quarantine ended, that's when I actually, like, my values readjusted and my morals readjusted. So yeah. 13 to 15, which is like end of what's it called? End of middle school into high school. I'm in high school now. I'm 16. But okay, yeah. So 13 to 15. I I have a friend, and I'm not gonna really say her name. Yeah, I'm not gonna say her name. But I have a friend, and she was an actual Christian. She was like low key devout. And I was like, oh my gosh, what the heck? This still exists now? And like I was like, since I grew up in the church and since I was like still in the church, I would watch like online church service. I was like, okay, well, let me just start like thinking about this and reevaluating it. And her speaking, low key speaking life into me and speaking about Jesus, it low key made me like, it made me realize, like, hold up, this is somebody I've known my whole life and still hasn't left me. I was like, hold, hold up, let me go and read my Bible. And I started reading my Bible. First, it started off with just devotionals and devotions. I read that every morning and forgot about it, but I still read it, and I read like a daily verse every morning. So yeah, I was like as much Jesus as I could get, like at that time, because I was like a baby Christian all over again, you know. I was in 8th grade. Yeah, I was 13 or 12. I don't remember, but yeah. Then I started reading the Bible for Rosie's. I got a Bible plan. Started in the New Testament. I started reading all of that stuff, and I was like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa! This is kind of fire." I was like, "This is low key fire." I was like, "Okay, Jesus is low key cool." Like, I was for real vibing with that, and then I started going to church. Like, I started going to church in person for real now, and I go to church every Sunday now. I go to like I ended up going to church every Sunday constantly. I wasn't like involved with the youth because, yeah, but I joined the choir again, which also probably definitely rekindled my relationship with God too. So I was in the choir, I was going to church, I was doing all these things, and I started going to Bible study, which literally it like Bible study, it was like Sunday school, but it's Bible study for the youth. So not just for like the babies, but for the youth, right? So we had Bible study every Sunday, except like the children's Sundays. So, and it was so good. And I was like, I'm really learning about Jesus. Like, oh my gosh. And I really started like actually building a relationship with God during that time when I was getting out of middle school, transitioning into high school. 14 through 15, I was in high school. I'm in high school still. When like my freshman and my sophomore year. And yeah, like I was just continuing growing my relationship with Jesus. Yeah, so 15 to 16 now, I'm still building my relationship with Christ. I have a TikTok and I was talking about Christ over the summer so much. Every day, new video out, like literally. But I went to like a camp and then I didn't post for like 2 weeks, and then I didn't post like I barely posted like this whole school year so far. I'm not in my teeter tottery stage, like really in my when I was in that little worldly stage that I was in and I was getting introduced to lust and all blah, 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 blah. I was really trying to fit in with the world. I was trying to be like everybody else, but I had to like I realized like I have a higher calling. I would cherry pick. I would really be cherry picking. I only picked certain Bible verses that I was gonna go off of. Like John 3:16. That's it. That'll do it. Everything else, erase it. Get it out of here. There's like this rumor like around this time where like they people would say like the verse that says that like two men lying together is an abomination, and people would just be saying like, oh well, it didn't actually say that because of the translation and da 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 and da da da. Don't believe everything you hear. You If you really want to know what the Bible says, you better open that Hebrew Bible and then translate it yourself word from word. I haven't proven them wrong, but I'm just saying like dar dar dar. If it made it in there, it's probably right. I'm not gonna lie. And sometimes most of the time Bible verses are just misinterpreted. Like when it was like God made Eve for Adam to be his helper. True. But that well okay, let me not say but. True. It's also like helper not just like as I only can help you. I'm only here to serve you. But Adam is also there to serve Eve as well. You know how Jesus. Okay, well, I'm getting off at a tangent, but you know what? I'm doing it now. Hey, but has always been. Jesus has always been described as the bridegroom, which is the groom, right? And we, the Christians, followers of Christ, are described as the bride, right? Okay, the groom is the husband, the bride is the wife, right? Adam is the husband, Eve is the wife. There's a Bible verse when Jesus is washing the disciples' feet. He said, "I came here to serve you, so you can serve me," and something like that. Okay, not worship, because I remember some guy said that Jesus came down here to worship us. No, not that. But he came down here to serve us because he died on the cross for us. That's him serving us. He is an example of what we're supposed to be like, not just for women, not just for women to be washing a man's feet, but both of us. We're both washing each other's feet. If you get what we're supposed to both of us. We're supposed to humble ourselves, okay? I'm done. Now I'm a Christian. And I am still trying to navigate all of this stuff with, because now I'm a teenager now, and there's so many influences, even though there was influences when I was younger, but I was like literally not even like, I wasn't even like a full Christian yet. And I'm still not, like, even if I'm not like fully devout yet, I'm gonna be there. But since I'm like, I was really like not fully devout at all, I would say I was a Christian, but I wasn't. And that's not okay. Don't be like that. It shouldn't be easy. It should not be easy. It's hard. But yeah, so in this generation, I don't know all the Butterbee songs. I don't know the Butterbee songs. I know Kirk Franklin though. So it's like, just imagine it's like that now. And it's okay. It's okay for life to be like that. It's supposed to be like that. We're called to be holy, and holy means to be set apart. You're not supposed to look like the world. And that's okay. You just have to accept it, honestly. Let Jesus renew your mind. Romans 12:2. Romans 12:1 through 2. Let's say that. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope this wasn't too long because I'm looking at it now. It says 16 minutes. I really hope you guys liked it. And stay tuned because I'm trying to get a camera right now. I just have an iPad, which is okay. You know what? Blessings. You know, every good thing comes from heaven. So, yeah. Thanks for watching and stay tuned. Bye.